Cool. Okay. I think we're running and we're recording. Um, hey guys, hope you're well. Just set up an awesome interview today with a gentleman who's a award-winning property entrepreneur, and I was really inspired by his body transformation, which he achieved in 12 weeks during lockdown and without any equipment. So I was really inspired by his story. I saw his video on LinkedIn. I don't know if hopefully there'll be a way we can maybe tag it onto this video and maybe show some of your before and after pictures as well, which were awesome. A big welcome to Zeeshaan Shah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No
worries. To speak with you.
Yeah, indeed. So I just want to, like I say, the reason I wanted to do this interview is because I was inspired, and I know your story is going to inspire, a lot of my connections as well, because they can really resonate with your journey. A lot of the guys I work with are really busy, and they find it hard to make the time and just implement the simple actions that you've managed to do to achieve phenomenal results over the last 12 weeks. Before we get started though, I'd love it if you could introduce yourself, tell us a bit about who you are, what it is you do, and then we can go on to find out a bit more about your fitness journey.
So, my name's Zeeshaan Shah. I'm a property developer and investor. We've got projects all over the world, both here in the UK and overseas as well. I've got a few different companies. There's One Investments, One Capital, CPIC, and a few other companies which I founded, which have now sold. We've got over 3,000 properties under development across the world, and live quite a busy life.
Wow.
Business keeps me occupied.
Indeed. So I'm even more intrigued to find out, how you managed to achieve such fantastic results, because I've done this before.
Yeah.
I've got myself into great shape. I've competed on stage, but doing that can be like a full-time job in itself. And you're running, a business. You've got 3,000 properties, and you managed to do this.
The thing is that I mean, by no means am I in competing shape, right? But what I realized is that, I used to train when I was younger, and then sort of it dropped off. And then over the years, as sort of my career was going on, what would happen is that I'd have little stints of getting in shape, let's say before a holiday or before a big occasion, or, when I got married, etc. I'd get into shape. And as you rightly said, it would take up so much of my time, and more important than time, energy, that as soon as I'd hit that milestone, or I'd go on that holiday, or I'd got married, then it would just all drop off straight away. And the reason is because the way I see it is that every single day you wake up with like you remember the game Street Fighter?
Yeah. I love
that energy bar. Yeah. And every single day you wake up with that energy bar.
Yeah.
And it's mental energy, physical energy, everything, and it depletes as the day goes along.
Yes.
And what I used to find is that going hard at the gym would deplete my energy for the rest of the day. And by the time it come to about this time, 2:00 in the afternoon, I'd be zapped, right? Mentally, I wouldn't be able to focus. So it kind of became a trade-off. I was like, either I focus on business or I focus on my fitness, but I can't do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? And then I was like, as time went on, so I went from sort of, probably having a 30-inch waist, probably walking around at 15% body fat, and doing like sort of weightlifting and boxing and different exercises, to then going and probably my weight would probably be around 77, 78 kg, going up to 94.5 kg. I probably didn't weigh myself at the peak, and I was probably 95 plus. When I did weigh myself, when I got around standing on the scale, I was 94.5 kg. Probably around about 25, 26% body fat, 38-inch, 37-inch waist, and I was...
Was that the heaviest you got?
That's the heaviest I got, yeah. Yeah, and I'm 5'9", right? So, it really got to a stage where Well, I had a wardrobe. I had to buy a new wardrobe, and then I had to buy a new wardrobe again.
Right.
You get me? So I had the original wardrobe, and then I had already had some clothes where I put on a bit of weight, outgrew them, outgrew everything, bought a new wardrobe, outgrew that, and hit a final wardrobe. And sort of those clothes that I had from when I was in shape, they became a distant memory. I threw most of them away because I thought I'm never ever getting back into that shape again. And it was like sort of like, you know, I'd be sitting down and my buttons would be all pulling apart, right? Belly all over the place, suit jacket barely closing, right? Walk up a flight of stairs, lose my breath, right? And I sort of got to that stage and it didn't feel good at all. Yeah, go.
No, so yeah, please finish, and I'll ask my question. I'll let you finish first.
Yeah, so it sort of really got to that stage, and you know, it wasn't, you know, I was in a bad place, you know, and you don't feel good. It impacts your social life. You don't want to go out to places. You don't feel like dressing up. You don't feel like getting ready. You start buying like loads of clothes which are baggy, and you know, hoodies and big t-shirts and you know, jogging bombs and stuff, and like, you know, everything trying to conceal what's underneath.
Yeah.
And you know, really avoiding social interactions, you know, like everyone's like, oh, let's go out for dinner tonight, and not like you become like I became antisocial, but I just be like, if it wasn't an important social event, I'd be like, nah, you know what, I'll give it a miss, right? Because you just don't feel up to it, you know. And yeah, and I sort of really, I was in that stage for about 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly resonate with the baggier clothes. For me, it was putting a t-shirt on the t-shirt to kind of hide at the time, as my man boobs and my belly. I'd kind of, just pack on layers to kind of cover up. And I wasn't really as social as I could be. I'm not the most social person anyway. I'm quite a shy, introverted person, but even more so back then, I just want to hide away. And I think, it kind of brings me on to my next question, really, as to, what was your why then? What kind of, there's always, I find with something like this, there's a turning point where you make that decision and you make that commitment, and it is a commitment to do something like this. What do you feel was for me, in my book, I call it the enough is enough moment. What was your enough is enough moment? What was the turning point for you where you decided enough is enough? I'm going to get myself sorted, fit, and in shape. When do you think that happened?
It was a combination of things. So I actually started training about 12 months ago, right? But it was really just not so much to lose weight, but more so because I feel like when I train in the mornings, I get off to a power start to my day, and it puts me in a great mood and mental place to go and tackle the day. You know, business is tough. There's a lot of challenges. You've got to stay positive. You've got to stay strong, right? You've got to keep in a positive frame of mind. And I found that just working out really put me in that positive frame of mind and got me into that power mindset. So that really just started me back on my journey. But then what happened is that when the lockdown came, I was like, this is an opportunity, right? Okay, gyms have closed, but I said business has completely slowed down, right? It could be a month, could be 2 months, could be 3 months. Let me use this time to go mental on my fitness and just really get back into shape. So that's exactly what I did, you know? It's the key thing for me is that if you don't have your health, then everything else is useless. You can have all the money in the world, all the success in the world. If you don't have your health, you're done, right?
100%.
So that was a big factor for me, right? Secondly was it plays into my business. When I'm in good shape, when I'm training, when I'm working out, I'm in a positive frame of mind. I'm in a good mood. I'm making good decisions. I'm working positively. It's very important. A good, healthy body, good physical fitness, healthy body, healthy mind, right? So that was another big motivator. And then finally, it was just the fact that, I was like, I want to get in shape and I want to stay in shape.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love the fact that, you know, you saw lockdown as an opportunity where so many others are seeing it as, you know, a negative thing. You used it to your advantage, and you know, it's quite easy to fall into bad habits. I picked up a few myself during lockdown. You know, I've had a few too many late nights and been snacking on a few too many crisps, which is quite easily done because it feels like it's the weekend every day.
Yeah.
But you know, you used it as an opportunity to say, "All right, this is my opportunity to get myself back to my best." And when business does pick up again, I'm in a much better place to, you know, to, like you say, make those good decisions and perform at your very best.
I've now built it into my routine. You know, before it was Jim was like, right, 3 months, I'm going to kill it, crush it, get into shape for an event, right?
Yes.
Now I built it into my routine. I train first thing in the morning, right? And that is part of my everyday routine. Wake up, hit a workout, get a sweat on, shower, change, hit the day, right? I read in the morning, I do yoga in the morning. So first thing I do is I wake up and I do about 15 minutes of yoga, straight out of bed, 15 minutes of yoga. Then I go and I do 15, 20 minutes of reading. Then I go hit my workout. So workout is typically high intensity, 45 minutes. It's nothing glamorous, it's nothing long, it's not an hour and a half of pumping weights. It's 45 minutes, high intensity. So basically, and after that, I go and have a cold shower, right? Really getting that, you know, sort of animal mindset, you know, that raw mood. So within an hour and a half of waking up, you know, I've done some yoga, which is just focusing on stretching because I have some injuries, right? And it's a bit of meditation. So you sort of, you know, bringing yourself in, looking inside yourself, calming yourself down, then going into some reading, which stimulates your mind, gets your mind thinking positively, and then hitting in the workout, getting a sweat on, releasing those endorphins, getting in a good mood, cold shower, getting in that crazy mode, and go and hit the day. So for me now, it's going to be a lifetime thing.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got up, you've done yoga, you've read, you've done a workout, you've had your shower. This is before your day's even started.
This is an hour and a half before the day started.
Yeah. So what time do you normally get up to do this?
It varies. On weekdays, probably about 6:30, 6:45.
Cool. So it's reasonable. It's not like nothing too crazy like 4 a.m. or anything like that.
No.
7 o'clock.
Yeah. And on weekdays, I'll sleep in 7:30, 8 a.m. maybe even.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
I am a night owl.
Yeah.
So I'm always up until like 1, 2 a.m.
Oh, really?
On average, I get about 6 hours sleep a night, which is fine.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
But then, so now the beauty is that I've built it into my routine, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to be an elite performer in anything in life, whether it's business or whether it's academia, whether it's sports, you need to have your physical fitness. Go read about any highly successful entrepreneur in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Fitness is a daily thing. Exercise is a daily activity they partake in because it's so important for your mindset.
Exactly. I had a client I worked with a couple of years back, and he was very into meditation. He was so busy. He had like 5 different businesses he run, and like, you know, I asked him, what's the most important part of your day? My meditation. He meditates for like 40 minutes a day, and he runs 5 businesses. Like, how do you do that? And he's like, that is how he pieces everything together. If he gets his mind in the right place, you know, everything else, his mind and body is performing optimally. Everything else runs smoothly as well.
It's something that I'm still working on, right?
It's a practice, right? It's
not the meditation, but I mean that getting that, you know, right place. But the thing with businesses, that it becomes so hectic at times, and you're pulled in so many directions, and you're fighting so many fires, that you need something that sort of grounds you, just keeps you in place, that takes your mind off everything, and focusing on something else.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can very easily get into a situation where all you're doing is working. When you're waking up, sleeping, and constantly all that is on your mind is work. And even that's not healthy. That's unhealthy.
But it's not. People think people think I need to work more. But, working too much is not very productive if you're not taking your mind out of that environment. Just like if you was to train too much, if you was to overtrain and focus all your attention on training, you probably wouldn't do as well, have a great physique either, because rest is important. Taking yourself out.
You've got to be effective. You've got to work effectively.
You've got to train smart rather than hard.
Yes, exactly.
And work hard. Work smart rather than work hard.
Work hard and work smart. You got to work yourself correctly. You've got to be. I think if in a day you can get in 3 hours of solid work, that's a great achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sitting at your desk from 8 a.m. until 12 at night, where you're spending 10 hours procrastinating or 10 hours just dilly-dallying around, you're better off going in and doing 4 hours of solid work.
Yes.
That's what the key is. That's what the key is. So it's being able to identify what are the most important things I need to do and tackling them. So it comes to mental clarity and mental strength. And it's all interlinked for me with your physical fitness, with your mental state of mind.
Yeah. It's about identifying the big levers, really. Just like in a business, what are the 1 or 2 things I need to focus on today that's going to move my business in the right direction? What are the 1 or 2 things that I need to focus on with my health and fitness that is going to move the needle in the right direction for me?
Yeah. Like, for example, you're going to a gym, right? And they say to you, right, you can only do 3 exercises in this gym, right? For the rest of this year. You choose 3 exercises, and that's the only 3 you can do all year, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to choose squats, deadlifts, bench press, right?
Squats, deadlifts, bench press.
Because they're the compound movements.
Yep.
Right? That are going to, that will build the most strength in my body, right? If I chose bicep curls and tricep extensions, and calf raises, they're not going to do anything. You get what I mean?
No.
So that's the same thing. You need that in your business as well. You can't fight every single battle because you don't have that energy in you. You've got to decide which battles you're going to fight and which battles you must win and which battles you can lose. Because you can't win all the battles. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. You've got to decide, make sure that you're winning the right ones.
Yes,
so
indeed.
To make all those decisions, to understand all of that, to cut through everything, you need to have mental clarity. To have mental clarity, you need to be in a strong place mentally, and that's where the body and mind connect.
Yeah. Awesome. So how do you feel that you've said in the past that you've gone all in, you've got into shape, and then when the event is over, you've ended up going back into bad habits. But this time around, you feel positive that it's different this time. I've managed to make this a part of my lifestyle. It's now a part of my routine. What do you feel has been a difference this time? Why is it different? How have you managed to ingrain those habits?
It's the work-life balance. I was that guy who would come to the office at 8, 9 a.m. and work until 2, 3 in the morning, right? And I've realized now it's not healthy, right? I need to focus my time on the important things that matter, get them done, cut out all the bullshit, cut out things that waste time, right? Avoid replying to loads of emails, avoid listening to everybody, avoid taking loads of phone calls, right? Listen to what's need to be listened to, spend my time effectively. That's what it is.
Just basically eliminating distractions.
Eliminating distractions and deciding on what my focus is and focusing on those things.
Getting it done.
Because people try to pull you in different directions. Everyone around you,
Yeah.
Everybody you speak to will want to, give you a new problem or a new issue.
Yeah.
Right? And the funny thing is that if you leave people to their own devices, more often than not, they'll figure out those problems. Yeah. But people just like to share their problems with other people. So when you're running a business and you've got, dozens of people working with you, then everyone wants to bring stuff to your desk or bring stuff to you. So you just got to learn to detach yourself from certain steps of the process and insert yourself where you can add value and where you need to be added. Don't get dragged into every single little detail and every single little thing that people want you involved with.
Yeah, you got to set those boundaries, haven't you? And protect your energy, protect your time. And that's really important, because when people say, like, you know, when they say, oh, I've got so much going on, I'm not ready, I don't have the time. This is an area you need to focus on, is what distractions can you eliminate? I get people have work, they've got family, they've got kids, and you know, we're all busy. Everyone's busy. You're busy. I'm busy. But everyone has the same 24 hours in the day.
You've got to learn in life to say no, right? That no, I can't do that for you. No, you don't need my feedback on that. No, I don't need to be involved with this. That's what I've learned. So very often I tell people when they're coming to me with things that I don't need to be involved with this.
Yeah.
You know, leave me out of this. Make your own decision.
Yeah. Awesome.
People love just lean on other people, you know?
Yeah, of course.
It feel better. It makes us feel validated in our decision making. You know, I need to make a decision right now. It would make me feel great if I took, you know, your opinion, if I took Baruna's opinion, 3 other people's opinion, right? But, you know, in that, now I'm now involving you in a 20-minute discussion about something which you may or may not be an expert on, right? Again, the same with Baruna, the cameraman who stood here behind the camera, and other people in the office. I might go around and, you know, that's using up your time and energy, right? So you've got to learn sometimes. A lot of time when people come to you and say, oh, I just wanted to get your opinion on this. Nah, that's not my domain. It's not what I do. It's not what I know. You make your decision. You make your decision.
Yeah. Focus on what you're good at. Focus on your superpowers. One of my old coaches used to say. Awesome. Can you remind me?
Another thing that has been very important in this journey, because training is all about learning, right? Yeah. It's all about learning. You learn more and more. It's a science, you know. Yeah. Fitness is a science.
You never stop learning.
Yeah. Every time you train, every time you commit yourself to training, you learn more about it. When I was young, when I was a teenager, I used to read a lot about it, right? So I used to read all the time about bodybuilding, the science, and the science evolves and new things come about and new technologies come in the body and physiology, and they get interpreted into fitness. And one thing that I've learned this time around is that being fit is just all about maths, right? The maths of how many calories I put in my body every day, which is the energy source, and how many calories I'm using every single day.
Yeah.
Technically, to lose weight, all you need to be doing is burning more calories than what you're eating.
Exactly.
Every single day that you eat more calories than you burn, those calories are stored in your body as fat. Yes. Every pound of fat in your body is equivalent to 3,500 unused calories. So if you're a deficit of 3,500 calories in 1 week, you should be burning around about 1 pound of fat a week. Mm-hmm. If you want to lose 20 pounds of fat, then you need to burn 70,000 excess calories over a period of whatever time. Yeah. Really as simple as that. It's
simple math. People confuse things with, you know, reading up on the next diet, this diet, that diet. Diets have one thing in common. You know, they all use the rule of calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Whether you're intermittent fasting, it's calorie deficit. If it's a paleo diet, a keto diet, it's calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's calorie deficit, but that's not a sexy name at all. But, you know, that is essentially what it is. But it restricts you of something. You know, I think where you've been successful is you've not really restricted yourself of anything. You've just eaten less.
I did keto in the middle.
Did you do a bit of keto?
Yeah, I did keto for 3 weeks solid.
Okay, and how did you find that?
I didn't like it at all. The first week was terrible. The second week was bad. The third week was okay. And then I was just thinking about it and reading about it. And I was like, man, at the end of the day, the key thing is being in a calorie deficit. So what this diet is telling me is that you're not eating any carbs. Carbs is your source of energy, right? Instead, you're eating fat. Fat is your source of energy, right? Okay, so what happens if I'm burning 3,000 calories a day, but I'm eating 3,000 calories of fat? That means I'm just burning the same 3,000 calories, regardless of their fat or carbs. Now, let's say if I eat 2,000 grams of fat, right? 2,000 calories of fat, and I'm burning 3,000 calories, that means that I've got a 1,000 deficit, right? But that 2,000 could be an amalgamation of anything. It could be all protein, could be all carbs, could be all fat. It doesn't make a difference. Because when that's gone, the body's got to go back to its reserves, and those reserves are fat.
Yeah, exactly. So it all adds up to the same thing, whether it's, 2,000 calories of proteins, fats, or carbs, or better still, a bit of all three, because that's what's going to make you feel, like you're getting a good mix of food, even if it's the odd treat or naughty food.
Yeah.
If it's 2,000 calories and you're in that deficit, you're going to lose fat, right?
And then the final, that sort of common sense just appealed to me in that. And the final thing was that I spoke to a few friends who are in good shape, and they're always eating different sorts of food. Like they eat burgers and this and that. And I asked them, I said, guys, what's going on here? So
what's the secret?
Is it basically just calorie deficit? And they were like, yeah, 100%. They're like, look, if we eat KFC one day, right, and we've hit 4,000 calories in that day, and we've only burned 3,000 for argument's sake, the next day, we're then going to drop calories completely, right? Like go very low to make up for the extra calories we had. Because the body doesn't even work on a day-to-day basis. You can look at it in a week. You want to look at how many you're eating in a week and how many you're burning in a week. So if you've had one day of cheat meal, right, just make up for it the next day, or make it up for the day after that, however you want to do it. Balance it out over a week.
It's all about balance, isn't it? And how did you, a lot of people watching this are probably thinking, well, that's all good and well, but how do I know how many calories I'm eating? How did you track and measure that?
So my life has changed. I've gone from wearing watches to wearing a Fitbit.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So my Fitbit tells me every single day how many calories I'm burning.
Yeah.
Right. And then I just have to add into the app what I'm eating every day.
Okay, that's the Fitbit app.
In the Fitbit app, yeah.
Okay.
In the Fitbit app, I add in what I eat, and it automatically tells me what deficit I'm in for the day. Awesome. What it does mean is that I've got to limit the kinds of food I eat. Because, for example, if you go and order a curry, right, from a restaurant, it's very difficult to add that into Fitbit. Mm-hmm. Because you can add the chicken content, but you're going to have to estimate what weight of chicken's in there. You have to estimate there's some tomatoes, onions, blah, blah, blah. And then you got to estimate how much oil they put in there. So really, you have to limit yourself to things that are quite basic, like, lean meats, rice. I don't eat fried chips, but oven-baked chips, for example. So yeah.
Cool. Simple food.
Anything that comes in a wrapper, easy, because you just scan the barcode.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome. So how much weight did you lose in the end? So
from the beginning of lockdown up until now, I went from 89 and a half kg to now being 79.3.
Okay, so just 10 kilos.
9.5 minus 79.3, 10.2 kg.
10.2 kgs, which
so
is
that's
just
23, 24 pounds.
Yeah, I was going to say just over 20 pounds, probably,
3 pounds, yeah.
23, 24, I reckon, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good stone and a half so far.
And bear in mind that within that journey, initially, I was quite flexible with my diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was flexible with my diet, but I was training every 5 days a week, but training good, training hard.
Yeah.
All of the exercises that I was doing were body weight exercises. So
you didn't have any equipment?
I did. Then halfway through, I bought one kettlebell because you just couldn't get equipment.
Yeah.
Right. So I bought one 10 kg kettlebell. But before that, it was literally just 45 minutes. I bought a cross trainer, put that at home. I'd do the cross trainer, then do 45 minutes, high intensity circuit. So a mix of jump squats, push-ups, sit-ups, and just literally keep going.
Nice. And what was interesting as well, when we spoke the other day, you said about your waist. You went from, was it a 37-inch waist down to a 31? That's incredible. That's, I think that's, that's got to feel different, right? Those trousers have got to be feeling a lot looser after that.
I've had to buy new clothes. Those trousers look ridiculous.
That's a good problem to have, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I think there's clothes that I had from like 4 years ago, which
Yeah.
were like some that I just left there. And they were literally clothes that, including this shirt that I'm wearing now, these were stuff that I'd get like up to here and here on me and they wouldn't go the whole way. So forget button, they couldn't button up. And now, you know, sort of, these are even loose.
Yeah.
So it's a great feeling.
Yeah, man, you look awesome.
This is a new suit as well.
Yeah, looking great in that suit, looking like a boss indeed.
Thank you. So there's you know, there's more to go yet. You know, I want to, first of all, right now I'm on the hard mission. I think I've got another 8 weeks that I want to commit to this.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm just going to stabilize.
Yeah. Remind me how much more you wanted to lose in 8 weeks?
Well, I just want to hit. I want to hit like, you know, sort of clear abs.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes, I don't know. You know, it's different for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I saw your picture. Hopefully, we'll be able to share it somewhere in this video. But yeah, I saw you. The abs are already coming through. Yeah. So you've not got much more to go. Sometimes that last bit is the hardest bit. But yeah, if you do all the right things.
This is probably the fact that I've never lost.
Yes, it's tapping into that. You know, to that next level.
I've been here for like, you know, 20 years.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
So I reckon probably about 5 to 7 kgs. I need to lose more.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you feel is? What do you feel has been your biggest obstacle? What was the biggest challenge? You know, because we always, you know, this is never easy. There's always something that gets in the way, some kind of obstacle. What do you feel has been your biggest obstacle in achieving what you've achieved so far, and or what you have yet to achieve? What do you feel is going to get in your way?
In terms of fitness?
Yeah, in achieving your goal.
And so the difficult part before was I'd start back at the gym, right? And I'd go for a few weeks, 2-3 weeks, and you're just so far out from where you want to be that you can't see the other side. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Disillusioned. You're like, fuck this, man. I'm so out of shape, right? And that would happen. I've probably done about 10 times. I started, went for 2-3 weeks or a month, stopped it again, right? So I think that was my biggest struggle. And then when you're halfway through your journey, you're like, shit, man, I'm putting this dirty work in constantly, back to back to back, and I'm still not in shape. You know, that's your second hurdle. Now, honestly, I'm in a. Sorry, someone's there. Who is it? 1 second. Akim. Now, honestly, I'm in a good place because I've hit my target. My target was flat stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Go from having a massive belly, have a flat stomach. I've hit that. I've achieved it. I've got a flat stomach. I can walk around now. You can put any clothes on me whatsoever, and I have a flat stomach, right? Now it's like, now I'm taking it to another level. I'm going somewhere where I haven't gone before.
Yeah. Okay, it's kind of going into the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Zeeshaan, that's been awesome. I really appreciate you sharing your journey. Like I say, truly inspired by what you've achieved. Wishing you all the best for the rest of your journey as well. I know you're gonna, you know, your mindset and your work ethic and your focus, you're gonna smash it.
For your viewers, one final message that I'd give to them is that, you know, whatever your fitness goal is can be achieved. It takes commitment, yes. It takes hard work, yes. It takes sweat, 100%, right? You can go for any program you want, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to put in the hard work, but you can achieve whatever results it is that you want to achieve. Yeah. And main thing, focus on your calorie deficit. You've got to burn more than you're eating. That's it. That's
the bottom line, really, isn't it?
That's the bottom line.
Awesome. And just for my sort of connections, followers, if I'm sure we've got lots of mutual connections, but for those that are not connected with you, how can they get hold of you? And you know, do you have a website that I can point people towards, or some social media?
Well, my Instagram is @Z, LinkedIn Zeeshaan Shah, YouTube channel Zeeshaan Shah. We mostly post content on LinkedIn and on Instagram. Recently started posting some content on YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm pretty active, talking about life, success, business, and now fitness as well.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So success leaves clues. You know, with that work ethic and that mindset, you can apply it to your business, to your fitness and health, or any area of life. So yeah, give Zeeshaan a follow and make sure you connect with him. And I appreciate you. I know you're super busy, so I really appreciate you taking some time today to have this call with me. So I really appreciate that. And
thank you, Ed.
yeah, wish you all the best.
It's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Yeah, man, it's been good. It's been good. I can't wait to share this with you.
I'll get this recording sent over to you as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Good stuff.
Right.
Thanks so much.
Cheers, man. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
You take care.